It's a pleasure welcoming you to the studios of Poly TV Ilaro. It's time once again for your regular program. We call it Newspaper Review and Analysis. I'm not alone on the set today. I'm being joined by the Deputy Registrar at the FBI here in charge of protocols and publicity. The PRO of the institution, Mr. Shola Abiala, is here with me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I come 3 barrel.
As the case may be.
Yes.
I'm Femi Afolabi. I will set sail immediately. Don't mind, Mr. Abiala. I'm taking a look first at the headline in the front page of the Nation's newspaper. It borders on economy. It says, Edu, federal government will rely less on borrowing to drive growth. Edu, federal government will rely less on borrowing to drive the growth of the country. People were asking, 2 years of administration of the President Bola Tinubu, Nigeria has borrowed and we continue to borrow. Yet, humongous amount of money is coming into government purse every day after the removal of fuel subsidy and, of course, other economic activities in the country. People were asking, why borrowing? Why borrowing? Up till now, government has not really give us a cognitive explanation why we need to continue borrowing. But Edu is now saying federal government rely less on borrowing to drive the economy this year.
Well, thank you very much. It's not disputing the fact that they are still borrowing. It's only buttressing the fact that they will rely less. It's not saying they will not borrow, but they will rely less.
Yes.
The question is, for how long? For how long? Because the essence of the removal of the subsidy and some other revenue generation moves are aimed towards governance. Why are we still borrowing? Are we saying that the amount borrowed has not been enough? Because it is probability. It is not something say will rely less, and it's not even say we not rely on. He said we will rely less. That means that they will still be borrowing. They will still be borrowing, and then how would the economy grow when we are borrowing? Let's take it from the practical analysis of issues. If you are getting 60,000 naira in a month as salary, and you get that money on time, you'll be able to buy whatever you want to buy more than when you borrow, because nobody will borrow you that 60,000 naira. They will borrow you 5,000, and 5,000 naira, as at the time you borrow it, might not buy what that 5 times, how many will give us 60 times 12. So if you borrow 5,000 naira in 12 places, you still not get the value of 60,000 naira, because it is, you won't be able. What I mean is that you get 60,000, but you not be able to buy goods worth 60,000 naira, because goods or items bought in piecemeal will cost more. When they call a derica of rice 30 naira, and you say you want to buy 1 quarter, they will not sell 1 quarter for you at 7,500 naira. So that is what we are talking about. I think it's high time that if we kuku want to borrow and solve our problem, let's go ahead. Instead of all this thing, they will rely less. They are borrowing. We are not seeing anything. Now they will rely less. With what are they going to run the government?
You see, there is a school of thought who believe that government need not to borrow.
Yes,
because of the voluminous amount of money that has come into
and the resources we have.
And I know that the projection of government for this year, for the 2026, is very, very huge because of the expected revenue that is coming in via the new implementation of the new tax law.
The new tax regime.
So what are we talking about?
So, well, it's not telling us that we will not borrow. We only say we will rely less.
Okay, from the economy, we move into politics, and I want to begin with the headline of the Guardian newspaper. The paper says, gaps in e-transmission, vote buying, sanction, sparks call for reform. There's the ongoing, what do you call it, the ongoing review of the Constitution and the Electoral Act, the ongoing review of the Constitution and the ongoing Electoral Act. The lawmakers now want to look at the loopholes in the last Electoral Act with a view to preventing malpractices or electoral rigging in 2027 election. And one question that somebody asked is that the lawmakers, will they be thorough enough to review a reform that brought them into office?
That's the question. Will you block the road that brings you food? You see, when you put I'm sorry, I'm not referring to them as thief, but when you put a thief in charge of your property, just be rest assured that you have even placed your own life in the hands of that person. Now, vote buying, all these malpractices, rigging, they are all products of that. And you're now telling them to block the avenues through the rig, the elections. Would they do thorough job like you said? They will not do it. When you give a madman hoe, he will first of all plow the soil towards his own side. It is common sense something that once you want to catch a thief, they say put a thief there to catch a thief. So they know this thing that there is just let me call it lip service to see them attempting to do something. Look at what was that thing that we spent money in the National Assembly for that time? Is it now restructure or whatever? Did we get anything out of it? We won't. If they actually want a blocking of loopholes in that thing, it should not be this set of people who are benefiting from that thing that brought them there. They are now telling them to block it. If you are in their position, will you block it?
Still talking about the review of the Electoral Act and, of course, the Constitution of the country. There's a popular opinion which by now should have gained more momentum than ordinary lip service or mere saying. Some people who are championing the reduction of the tenure of the executive power, the tenure of executive governance, either the president or the governor, to one single term of 5 years. And whenever anybody opens it, within a week,
it will die down.
Yes. Aren't you surprised that we should by now be seeing something positive in that line? Because ordinarily it will help us more than two times governorship or presidency.
The issue is boiling down to sitting tight in office. Like was it for Wole Soyinka who said it that a brilliant student will not repeat a class if you know what you are doing. I think 5 years is enough for anybody to do. 5 or 4 is enough for anybody to do whatever he wants to do. The longer the time, the less productive or active they are, because in the first year they will try to please those that brought them in, at the same time making preparations for second term. But if they know that they come in this year just like the ND program or HND program, there's no time for integration. First year you are coming in, second year you are going out. So you will do whatever you want to do. Remember that our nursery rhymes, 6 days the time. Whatever you have to do it quick, because time waits for no one. So that is the reason why they will play it down. They will play it down because they don't want to spend just one time. Have you not seen somebody in the National Assembly or whatever assembly that has spent 8, 12, 16, 20 years? What is he doing there? What are they doing there?
Still on politics, and a minor report from the front page of the Guardian newspaper today says PDP share meets ex-Vice President Sambo, says ticket open to Jonathan, others. There's this campaign or movement now that former President Goodluck Jonathan should come back again. And why people are luring him either into ADC or to remain in PDP. But recently, Jonathan said PDP will bounce back. He met Turaki, the factional chairman of PDP. They were at the meeting. And when he was saying PDP will bounce back.
Yes.
Maybe he wants to run.
Maybe that it is an indication that even if he's going to run, he has accepted to run on the platform of
the PDP.
PDP. We're still the same thing. We're still saying the same thing. You see, what has he forgotten there? After spending half of Yaradua's tenure plus his own additional something, and they are calling him back. Maybe we are going back to the way of Uganda, the man that won another election for another 4 years at age 82. I wonder what we are going to do. That is the problem. If I were Jonathan, I don't see anything I'm going to do there. Those who are bringing him in are the ones that will chase him out. I'm telling you.
You are speaking like a Nigerian, a patriot. You are not speaking like a politician.
Well, I'm not any. I'm not one, and I don't want to be.
We'll continue our discussion on politics with the front page of the Tribune newspaper. Governor Yusuf's defection. Kano APC chiefs warn of forced marriage travail. It is on record, official now, that Governor Yusuf is a card-carrying member of APC. And people are saying, though you defected to APC, you should not allow or force people who are still in NNP,
whatever party they are brought in there to join him. What I think we've been talking about this defection or the defection. The only thing, if these people are serious, the only thing is that once you defect from the political party that brings you to power, you forfeit that office. Once that is done, there's no coercing them to follow him. Everybody will go to the other side where the pasture is greener. If they feel that they are getting more from Yusuf as a person, you see, individuals and institutions when it comes to politics, and they know where their breads are buttered most. So Governor Yusuf might not even coerce anybody to follow him. They will follow him. They will follow him. Wherever the master goes, the followers will follow.
The writer to the report that we just read says Tinubu set to meet Kwankwaso after session with Yusuf. You know, Kwankwaso is a strong pillar, is a politician in Kano State. Yes. And of course, that is where we have Barau, Senator Barau, and Ganduje and all whatnot.
Which political parties?
People are saying there are a number of commissioners in the administration of Governor Yusuf now who are still in NNPP, who are yet to defect. Yeah. That is the genesis of this highlight, that they should not engage in forced marriage. Those ones are not ready to go, but Yusuf is saying, no, you must go, you must follow me to APC. That is because they are loyal to Kwankwaso, who is yet to
a hunter does not go to the forest, leaving his guns and whatever at home. It is we are looking at Yusuf as an individual now. We are not looking at the people surrounding him. He knows without such people he might not be able to do anything. He might not. He knows the weaknesses and the strengths of all his aides. So if he's saying that they should follow him, he knows what you are saying. And those who are still refusing to go, highest bidder. No,
Because Kwakwasoha is yet to defect.
To defect, yes. Of course, you cannot have everybody in your camp. There are so many camps, different camps in an individual political party.
I hope we are not trailing the Rivers case.
Well, whatever is good for the goose. I won't say more than that.
Okay, let's move to some other interesting story. On the front page of the Punch newspaper today, Malami faces long detention as DSS intensifies investigation. DSS is now ready to prosecute Malami for gun running. And that report, the explanation of that report says that DSS is approaching court to seek order of the court to detain Malami longer than what the law says.
Why?
Prior to the conclusion of their investigation.
The investigation. But I think bail is everybody's right. And once they know that they are afraid that he will jump bail. And after that, there will be problem. But the fact remains that this Malami, was he not in government for a very long time?
Yes, he was the Attorney General.
So that's what we are saying. Whatever goes around will always come around. That is the problem we are having in our political system here. Once you are there, Yoruba people say pé ìjàmbá ṣèlú olórí ọlọ́ṣà ló ń ṣọ́gboro. If an Attorney General of the Federation is now being questioned over gun running, what do you call it?
Gun running.
What type of environment are we in? So they are now sick. Of course, they can.
Initially, it was money laundering.
Money laundering. When he launders money, to do what? He will launder the money, use it to import something and give to them. That is. You know, you asked me a question some times ago that why is it that this war against terrorism and banditry is unending? It cannot end because those who are fighting the battle are the people they are battling against. So if they do they even need any law courts? Do we obey court injunctions in Nigeria? They will detain him longer without. They will just be saying, okay, they will. Once they did not release him, but don't be surprised that tomorrow they will just have alleged that there is a jailbreak and the person.
Mr. Abiola, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you subscribe to the school of thought who believe that Malami is being prosecuted because he doesn't belong to
this political?
Yes, to this political bloc, because that school of thought cited several examples that if he had remained the friend of the present administration, maybe we wouldn't be hearing anything. And citing the instances that there are lots of people, there are lots of alleged criminals in government, which government has decided to close eyes on their case.
Yes, of course. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. A friend of my enemy is my enemy. You see, of course, if he's a friend of this administration or belongs to the political party of this, of course, nothing will happen.
He's an APC member.
He's not. I told you about factions within political parties. Of course, maybe an APC member and say, let's go back to the new PDP and of them.
Okay.
You can see what happens when a senator within an administration orchestrated a coup. They didn't go for a meeting, and before they come back, they've elected. I don't want to mention them. And
that is even too far away. You remember the allegations that trailed Ganduje?
Yes.
And up to now, nobody has called him into question.
Yes. It is because he does not belong to where he should belong. That's where he's facing what does not belong to him.
Politics in Nigeria. Let's move to insecurity. Kaduna, names of 177 abducted worshippers revealed. That is on the front page of the Vanguard.
Yeah,
that brought to question, or that explains that gives clarity to the back and forth that we'll be hearing.
Yes.
Had there been an attack? There hasn't been attack, and now the police are saying we've had the name of a confirmed name of 177.
Yes. I'm from because I've gone through the list. I see that actually the thing happened in the church because you see same family members 3, 4, 5. If you look at the names, you see you come to 3 or 4, which means it's a family. Yes, we were only there has never been a time when government will own up as to whether something happened. It is when time begin to reveal certain things that we begin to see what is happening. There was actually, are you doubting whether there was an attack? There was.
Initially, government was saying there was no attack.
Government will not tell us that there was an attack. They won't. When they will say, okay, then there are some television stations that they will tell you that if you want to listen to the truth, you should not go there. Because when 11,000 people died, they will say only 100 people. But for the mere fact that 100 people died, should that not call for concern? Should that not? So if government is saying there was no attack, it's not true. Where did the police get the list? Where did they get it? Where did they get it? It actually happened, but nobody uses the lost knife.
And presently, President Tinubu is giving order to police and law enforcement agencies as a whole to arrest or attack the alleged kidnappers.
Yes, he's trying. The president is trying. The president is trying, but as Yoruba will say, when the enemies that you are fighting against are within you. I remember what the Yoruba they say is so all the efforts, except if we have a government of unity that believes in the unity of purpose, we may not get to anywhere. We may not.
Let's move to a minor report on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. And this is coming from Rivers State. Rivers Assembly shuns Pandef Peace Panel over Fubara's impeachment. Of course, there is, let me say, a reprieve now. There is unnecessary calm. We have not hearing of another repeated impeachment process for now, because technically, the Assembly has failed to do what normally they're supposed to do. The 7 days notice that's supposed to 7 days period that's supposed to file the notice of impeachment into
as lapsed. And they did not file anything.
They didn't file anything. So now Fubara is having some reprieve. Now the pressure group in Rivers State, the PANDEF, now the Rivers Assembly shunned their invitation to come for a peace meeting.
Which peace meeting are they calling? I said it earlier on that that impeachment move might be a smoke screen. Might be a smoke screen. Because if you actually wanted to impeach somebody and you have the luxury of time and you didn't do anything, who is calling which peace meeting? What peace meeting? Called by who? Who and who at loggerheads? You know, there are certain things that Yoruba people say, family, so they know. They know. I don't want to be too suspicious.
There is an unconfirmed report flying in the social media now that it was President Tinubu that
instigated.
No. It's President Tinubu that advised Wilson Wiki to focus more on his national assignment in Abuja than what is happening in Rivers State. So after that, there has been less tension in the
state. No matter how good work this whatever he's doing,
Yes, Wiki.
The fact remains that he is not a member of APC. Fubara is now a member of APC. And no matter how bad Fubara is, I don't think Tinubu will throw him out. Still now, Tinubu will still be romancing with Wike so that he will finish the assignment that is given unto him. But all well and good. That is politics. That is politics. There's no get out. Get yourself inside. Is what they are saying. Get yourself inside. So anything that they will do, they will still sit round table and finish it. Tinubu will not chase Fubara away from APC because the more the merrier.
The more the merrier. That is on that note that we'll be rounding off today's production of newspaper review and analysis. And I want to sincerely thank Mr. Shola Abiola for finding time to be here again.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure.
It's a national narrative, and as politicians are upping their game preparatory for 2027, here in Poly TV, we just want to enjoin them to do what is right and not turn the country into crisis. My name is Femi Afolabi. I remain yours sincerely. We'll be back tomorrow with another production. Good day.